decided to go and test just to see if there's any improvements or see what the car's going to do, this, that, and the other. Got there and got everything ready to test. Made a test pass. I was the only one there, so we had some help from people that was already there. I'm horrible with names. I do not remember the names. Got 3 test attempts. 2 of them was successful. Decided to try to run the Mickeys since I have them, and I'm curious as to how well they do. So testing went well for the most. Other than the 3rd hit, it went dead right. So I aborted it, and that was the last one. Rain was coming in. Small tire around 1. All right, so this ends up being the guy that was helping me the night before test. We drew each other first round, small tire. Very capable car. It's a nice car. Like, he takes pride in it, and it's fast. So we go up, line up, do our thing, and I was able to move on to the 2nd round of small tire. He had some issues, as you'll see in the video, of losing traction, and got a little squirrely there, and opposed of trying to drive it and possibly wrecking or having something happen. He decided to cut gas and they draw, however it went, they drawed for us Jesse Bowen, which is, I know him, he races local here. Struggled. He's struggled with the car for a couple years and finally getting it figured out. So we draw each other and go up, we race, and it is super, super close. I felt like I won. They called it a rerun. I didn't protest it. I wanted to, I personally just wanted to see the quality of the video that they were going off of, just because in the past there's been some real faulty calls off of poor video footage. So I went up and just to see the quality. I didn't have to see the finish line. I just wanted to see the quality of what they was going off.
So you could have peace in your mind in your head going into the next round.
Yeah, just to make sure. It's all about the quality. And I was told that I had to pay a protest fee to be able to see the quality of the video, which at that point I would be able to see the whole video. I felt like I won, but I wasn't confident enough to put up $100, if you know what I'm saying. Like, it was close. I knew he was right there. And within all this, Ryan comes down and says that there is no rerun, that they've got a clear view, they've got a clear picture. And when he showed it to me, I could see the quality of the video that they were going off of. And, like, there's no question, like, it's super good quality. So it did show that I won, but it was like an inch and a half or 2 inches. It was very, very, very minute. Ended up having him in the next round of small tire as well. So we had to race twice. Second round. So we got Jesse Bone again. Same lane, same everything. And I know he's going to step his tune up. So I use that in my head to think I've got to step mine up too. So I did, and I wanted to be cautious, as I don't know. I still don't know how to like front side race this car, how to good surface race it or whatever. And this surface, I mean, Southside surface on the starting line is taking power. So I stepped it up, and I guess I was conservative, too conservative. I should have probably lived a little more on the more aggressive side of the spectrum. But we go up, we do our thing. Clearly, he stepped his up. He left no doubt this time that he beat me. he put it on me pretty good there. So yeah, we're 1-1. I'm now out of small tire, still in run what you brung. So that's a second. I made it to the second round of small tire and got kicked out on this one. So. Okay, run what you brung. We're in round 2, and I get a bye. So I've got a bye run. I decided to get a little aggressive with it and put some power in it to see what it will take. Again, I underestimated the surface. I put the power in it, what I think is pretty aggressive. Like we're taking steps, and the surface just soaked it up. Like, it laughed at me. You can see in the past that it was, I mean, didn't have any wheel speed, just went right down through. So now, with that, next round, I'm putting more power in it. It crushed the tire. I'm putting air pressure in it and shock adjustments, just trying to do everything and anything I can to make this thing go fast. as you can tell, there wasn't a whole lot of cars in Run What You Brung. But we're in the finals. I haven't been able to make the car spin. I haven't been able to make the car go. I haven't been able to do a lot. The whole thing, the whole race, testing, it's like the surface was just taking all the power I was putting to it. So I got aggressive. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. I got really aggressive, honestly not thinking that it wasn't gonna take it. Like, I haven't been able to make it not take it yet. So I put power in it, got a little aggressive on it, and it got some wheel speed, but it went left. So you can see I got really close to the wall. I wasn't expecting it to do it, so I was probably a little late on my reactions to try to bring it back, not thinking that it was going to do what it did. Got close to the wall, had to get out of the throttle. Couldn't even give him a good, honest run. So we are out. We got second place and Run What You Brung. And that's our Run What You Brung experience and our small tire experience. So now, moving on, they opened up for first and second round losers in any class except for Run What You Brung, a second chance race. So we decided we're there, we may as well go ahead and get in that. Chance race, round one. I'm not sure who I raced. It was a little chaotic and it was just time to race. So we got the car ready and went up there, lined up and let go of the button, and the car did what it was supposed to do. We ended up coming out on top, going to the second round. Trying to think the car went left a little bit on that one too. But now, instead of adding power, I pulled power out of it. I'm starting to pull power out of it, which makes me think maybe the surface is going away. So that's in my mind for the second round of the second chance race. Race, the finals. Again, there wasn't very many cars that got in it, 4 to be exact. But we're in the finals, the second chance race. We're against Austin Jeffers, and I have raced him before at Southside, I believe, the last time we were there. Yeah. And it's a well put together car, runs good. So go up, we do our thing, do burnout, whatnot, stage, let go of the button. Again, you can see the car goes left, but I once again pulled power out of it and made shock adjustments for the power and was able to keep control of it and drive it back over into the groove, and we was able to come out with a win. But you can see in the video that he did a big wheelie, which he's not used to doing, and he made it clear. So hopefully, I told him that he's got my curse. Hopefully we pass the curse on to him. We don't wheelie anymore, he can have all of them. But I doubt that's true. So we was able to win the second chance race. So that's a runner-up and a win. Not bad weekend. Brought the car home unbroke. So.
And the part that everybody likes to know is the money part of it. So Southside actually does an 80-20 split for the final two in their finals. So
yeah, so runner-up got 20%.
So we got that and Run What You Brung, and then won the second chance race. So we were able to get back some of our money spent for the weekend.
Still wasn't enough to cover what we spent
No,
by far.
No, it's still short, but
it is what it is. That's racing.
Do you feel like you gained any ground this weekend with the car and the passes that it made, or do you feel like you're still?
Well, I mean, I gained, yeah. Every pass I make in the car, I learn something, or I find something out. But why it started going left all of a sudden. It just decided to start going left. Car made how many straight passes, no issues, and now it's going left. I didn't see any issues in the suspension, nothing loose, nothing's changed. Double and triple checked all my shock adjustments. Seems how all the shocks are getting messed with these days. They're spot on. So I'm not sure what's going on. The only thing I can think is I'm going to try another set of tires.
Are you going to stay with the Mickeys or
see if it goes straight? I've got a couple used set. I've got a used set of Mickeys and I got a used set of Hoosiers, the DO5s. Probably for this weekend, I think I'm going to go with the Hoosiers. Get them back on it and see what they do. Going down to KD, I don't want to just show up on a tire that I've never made a pass there on. I think the Mickeys would do fine on my car, but I know what the Hoosiers will do, and I would rather go down there knowing with some sort of confidence rather than not. I don't have a good set of Mickeys to try. I am impressed with the Mickeys and the performance they gave me on front side. I want to try them on a poorer surface. Not many people run them on a poor surface, and I'm assuming that's for a reason. But I would still like to try them and see what they do on my car. So
you mentioned shock settings and the whole debacle that's going on the internet right now about people's shock settings being messed with.
Yeah.
Have your shock settings ever been off?
They have been off. I just thought I went the wrong way, honestly. Like, I couldn't figure out how I went the wrong way, made the wrong adjustments, this, that, and the other, because I'll go to one, and I will make the adjustments on it from like full tight. I'll go full tight. I will set it where I want it, go full tight, come back off full tight back, and then I'll go full tight on the other one and come back to that number. And I do that on all of them. They're both, the front and backs are double adjustable, so that's 4 shocks I'm doing that on. And I go through the same sequence every adjustment. And I didn't remember the number, but you remembered last year I had shocks that were 14 clicks off from each other, and I can't fathom how I would mess that up that bad. So knowing now with all this coming out, I can only assume that I have, and people has messed with my shocks.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And ever since that time, we've always had somebody with the car now.
Yeah, we try not to leave the car alone just because you never know what people's going to do.
Yeah. So it's just part of a learning lesson.
Yeah.
For everybody out there.
I've had my carburetor nuts loose. That was kind of an eye-opener. And I'm not saying somebody did that. They may have just came loose, but thinking back on it, like, the skeptical side of me thinks maybe somebody loosened my carburetor nuts.
Yep.
So yeah, you don't know. I hate to think that people would do that kind of stuff, but I mean, there's counterfeit bills being passed around. There are people that steal merchandise and stuff like that. It just happens. I'm not saying it does everywhere, but stuff like that happens. So
when there's a lot of money on the line.
Yeah, there's a lot of money on the line. People will do some stupid shit. So
just to be wary. So this weekend, real quick, we are going to be at KD Dragway for Midnight Madness.
That's the plan.
I think the gates open to spectators at 2, chip draws at 9 p.m. They moved it up for midnight, but it's still called Midnight Madness. So racing, I think chip draw starts at 9, gates open at 2. It will be hot, so I would wait a little bit before you start rolling in if you're a spectator.
Yep. We should have some merchandise there to sell.
Yes.
So, bye.